You have to deal with the fact that you don't trust your horse. Why don't you let go of the reins? You don't trust your horse, and you're asking your horse to trust you. Let's talk about that for a minute. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, it's a two-way street. We can't just say, you know, I'm the boss, I'm in charge, this is what we're going to do, this is how it's going to go, I don't really care what you think about it. And then we get mad that a horse has its own sense of autonomy that's coming from safety and survival, but that the horse has that sense and then just goes, no. And then we go, how dare you say no, you get back in there. Wait a minute. Wait, don't I get to say no? Don't I get to say this isn't working? You're not going to take any feedback from me? What's your problem, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of, you know, if I in conversation, these are the kinds of things that I look at with people, especially my equestrians. I look at, you know, if I can't work with them and their horse. I mean, I have people that bring their horses, they come in, you know, and I've got a place for people to stay and everything, and they can actually bring their horse, which is phenomenal. It's like relationship boot camp. It's awesome. But if for some reason they can't actually bring their horse, they can still come and work with some of the horses, and in some cases I'll even bring in some horse, you know, that we haven't worked with, so that we can start, you know, maybe something that's mirroring what they've got going on, and work with our horses and work through these issues, because how you do something is how you do everything. And what's really interesting is whatever the issues you're having with your horse are probably going to show up within a pretty short order with any horse you're working with.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be able to help you see that you got a trust issue. You have a trust issue. And you're creating, how can a horse feel comfortable if you don't feel safe? How can you engender your horse feeling safe? How can you be a leader saying, we got this, I got this? If truly, you're always thinking your horse is going to step on you, kick you, spin on you, you know, trample you, that's a fundamental problem that we don't have any business moving forward in any kind of rope work or, you know, groundwork where we've got the horse on a line and doing all these things, asking them to move and do. We don't have any business doing that, I don't think, in my opinion, until we can get with the reality of two creatures in a space together and what is really going on before we even start. And that's going to be different for every person. But that's where we have to start. We have to let go of how many years we've been doing it, what we think we know, how many classes, how much money we've spent, how many trainers. We have to let go of all that and just get real honest, say what's really going on. I'm scared to death. Okay, now we can start. Now let's talk about that. And once we can create through some exercises, some things with horses, some things without horses, once I can help you get a grip on what's really going on for you, so you're present and you're being as honest with yourself as the horse is being with you, then you have a foundation to start to move into the next level, you know, and then you start talking about awareness and how can I become so aware before I, again, get out of the agenda, but let's really get down here where we can really be effective with one another, me and this horse right now.